is Thomas Ledford, aka Taxman88. I'm here to go over a basic return showing you how to use Adobe Acrobat Reader for bringing over your PDF forms inside this software where you can actually type them out as it relates to the tax training course that I've got online. And this alternative method for people who can't afford to print out all the different forms and schedules that we're going to need to actually learn by hand. This is an option. Also, people in my mentorship program, they have access to 2 different softwares that they can learn how to use, as well as learn how to do taxes by using software. So that's another option we use in my mentorship program, just in case I didn't mention that. So what I have is I already have this person's information typed in that I did before I recorded this video for time's sake. It's a simple person, single, no children, made $25,500. His filing status is and standard deduction amount is $12,200. Subtracted from what he made, his taxable income is $13,300. So the taxes on it, I just made up something for training purposes of $1,430 in taxes. So that's what he owe at this point. So he owed $1,430. He had federal withholdings of $2,550 taken out of his paycheck for the year, and then from there we come down, and his total payments was $2,550, subtracted from what he owed in taxes of $1,430, left him old payment of $1,120. So that's how you basically fill out a simple return like this. Now, to do this return in this manner, you need 2 other resources. You need an EIC table and a tax table. And so what you would do is you would come here. This is the tax table. And so we're going to look up 13,300 under single for him. And so 13,300. You want to come right here, 13,300. You want to be in this column. You want to be in the least column. Anytime you're trying to match money, you want to be in the least column. Anytime you want to include money, you want to be in the less than column. So we want to go straight to 13,300. And we're going to go to single. So it's 1405 in reality. So I just made it, I was just guessing. So it's 1405 he owed in taxes based off the table. He made too much money, so he don't qualify for earned income tax credit. So this table here we won't have to use for this particular scenario. So that's how simple he was. Well, we typed in this information, we selected filing status, we put in the social, we went straight to line 1, total wages, $2,550. We followed the instructions, we came on down, total income was $25,500. And then right here, we had no adjustment, so that $25,500 is 8B. Right here, the standard deduction amount is $12,200, subtracted from $25,500, left him $13,300. So the taxes on that is actually $1,405. Now that I'm going to the table to really look it up, I was just guessing at the point. So it's $1,405, and so we change it to the actual number out the book, 05. So make it 05. So this is going to change his refund amount. So now we're looking at $2,550. $2,550 minus 1405. So his refund is $1,145. So it went up a little bit. So this refund will be $1,145. So this is just a basic return using Adobe Acrobat Reader, where you import your forms over through here, fill them out based off the tax lessons that I sent you over. This information you're going to use. So I actually sent a W-2 over for this particular person. So you had a W-2 you looked at, you had a summary that had all the specific information for his date of birth and his social and address and all that was on the summary page. So the information I sent you over was enough for you to prepare this return by coming over here and filling out this first part, personal information, single, his name, address, social, boom, no dependents, so we skip that. Line 1 is his wages, whatever the W-2 amount was, we put right here, and we follow these steps like we did. And his taxable amount was $13,300, so we looked up how much we owe on taxes for that, which came out to $1,405, and the federal withholdings was $2,550. So $2,550 they took out of his check over the course of the year, which left him an old payment of $1,145 as a refund. More likely he's gonna do direct deposit, so we're gonna fill these boxes out when he get ready with this information. And so that's just a simple example. But like I say, as long as you have the tax table and the earned income credit table, these are the two resources you need. So if I didn't have this form right here, but I had these two resources, the tax table and the EIC table, and I had enough information from the client, that would be sufficient enough to do the taxes with. So that's the difference. Once you know what you know, forms are a bonus to what I do, but I don't need them to get the results I'm going to get for the client. I just need to ask the client the appropriate questions, get the complete income information from them, add the totals up, and be able to dictate which type of income he has. So if he had different types of income, that's going to make a difference. But if he had nothing but W-2s, it's the simplest, easiest return you're going to do. But if they had a W-2 and unemployment and 1099-R, which is retirement account, so if they had those three different types of incomes, I will still add up the totals. I will still add up the totals as far as federal withholdings on all three of them, if he had any taken out at all. So the way I'm going to calculate the return is going to still be the same. It's just the form gives you a format to use to put them in. Without the form, I wouldn't have a format. I have a sheet of paper. I'll write down wages. I'll write down unemployment. I'll write down retirement income, and I'll total that up. And then when it comes to the standard deduction, I would deduct $12,200 from his total amount, and then I'll go look up his taxable amount based off that information. And with him not having no dependency, they qualify for earned credit, so I didn't need to look up. I didn't need to calculate that. And so what I just showed you was a very simple return. This form I got from IRS.gov. I pulled it over through this software, and I started filling it out. And then, like I say, these are supporting forms, additional taxes if you had that situation, and additional income and adjustments to income if you had that, you know what I'm saying. So what you're gonna learn from me is just through learning from me and studying at home, this information won't be hard to learn. You just have to figure out, just by looking at it, how you're gonna be able to wrap your mind around the information and be able to actually carry out filling the forms out by hand, as well as using this software tool. And like I said, all my mentorship people have access to Drake and my Tech Prep Office. Those are two softwares I have access to that allow you to check out to see if you want to use for your tax business. So this is just a simple return that I did inside of Drake. Did I? So that's how simple it was. I'm still in record mode, and so yeah, these here 1040, Schedule 1, Schedule 2, tax table, EIC table. So these are the two main things you need: earned income credit table and tax table. As long as you got those two pieces and enough information from the client, you can do an estimate that'll come close to what they're gonna get. But you got to know your stuff. Oh, that's the big thing. You know, knowing your stuff when it comes to how to apply it to the information they're gonna give you, it's key. But once you get this skill set down, the money you can make and generate is unlimited. It's up to you. So when it comes to my mentorship and coaching program, if you have time, I'd like to do a Zoom training with you to show you if this video is not sufficient enough, if this will be a good fit for you as far as learning this skill set and be able to make a profitable, sustainable tax preparation business out of it for you and your family is what I want you to be able to do. And so I'll see you in my next video.